Hello, Scaredy Cats. We are here with Phil Kim, who is the publisher of Famous Monsters of Filmland. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So this is the first annual Famous Monsters convention, correct?
Only in Dallas. Actually, Famous Monsters Convention has been around since the 60s, mostly in California and some in the East Coast. We did when we took over, we're the third generation for Famous Monsters. And when we took over, we launched it with a show in Indianapolis, which was massively popular. And then we've done some in California since then, and New Mexico. But this is our first Dallas show. Yeah.
So why Dallas?
I just love Texans. Polite, just polite, hardworking. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Plus we have a really big, awesome hotel. Like, look at this place.
Oh yeah, I mean your venues everything's larger in Texas. Everything's larger, and it's true.
So what were some of the challenges that you faced bringing the convention over here?
It's interesting. The challenges that we normally have are finding reliable people and stuff like that. And we didn't have any of those traditional problems that we normally have in conventions. I think the distance is a little bit of an issue whenever you go away from home. And I think that's really, our home base is in Northern California near San Francisco Bay Area. So coming to Dallas, everything had to be, I couldn't be sloppy about anything. I had to think about everything ahead of time, get everything shipped, and make sure that I didn't leave anybody behind at the airport. So.
You don't want to do that. That'd be really bad.
Yeah.
So how did you become a part of Famous Monsters?
Well, it's an interesting story. I grew up with the magazine, and then I went to Hollywood to produce films, and I had a very unique opportunity to take over the legacy. And it was kind of one of these things when it was offered to me, I said, it's kind of like coming to, it's like getting asked, do you want to run RC Cola?
Yeah.
You kind of pause and you're like, that's really cool. Like, you don't really think about it. And then I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I jumped into it head first, bonked my head a few times, and here we are. Yeah.
Well, you're doing an incredible job. From what I've seen, I love the magazine, by the way. I think it's absolutely a fantastic publication. The first time I ever heard of it, I was like, whoa,
okay, cool.
there's such a rich history and everything, and I'm so thankful for what y'all have done. What is your outlook for the future of Famous Monsters?
I wanted to be a social media giant and retire with Zuckerberg, but probably won't happen. No, what we would like to do is, hold about 3 to 4 of these shows around the country. Dallas is one of our homes now, and we'd like to just grow the fandom again. The reality is, magazine publications and consumptions are, secondary now to online presence and fan events. So we're evolving with the market. We're evolving and we're going where our fans are and where the new fans might be. The history of Famous Monsters is very rich. The founder of Famous Monsters, Forrest J. Ackerman, actually was the very first official cosplayer. And I believe the year was 1939 in the World Fair, or World Science Fair. I believe it was in New York. This is a time when people went to conventions wearing beehive hair and very formal clothing. He went there as a spaceman, and they looked at him like he was nuts. And this was the year when the television was, introduced officially. And so he said, in the future, technology is going to cure everything, all of man's ills, and we got to embrace it. Year 2, 50 people came. Year 3, 100 cosplay was born. Unfortunately, technology hasn't made us better. But anyway, but half of the prediction got better. So I think when we see what's happening in the convention industry, it really warms our heart, because even though people don't know where it came from, we see the results of one man's dream, and it always reminds me, like, this is, in America we can still make things happen. So yeah.
So I also hear y'all have a big bash coming up in Halloween.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers about that bash.
Okay, so we normally hold an annual event in San Jose, California, Silicon Valley. That's where, we're 2 hours away from there. That's our home base. And we always do something for Halloween because it's our Christmas. It's exactly. So this year we have George Romero. We're celebrating a little early, 2 months early, for the 40th anniversary of Dawn of the Dead. We'll have the leads from there. We also have I believe it's the 30th anniversary of Hellraiser, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Doug Bradley, who played the original Pinhead, absolutely, and then the other two Cenobites. So that's really exciting.
Cenobite party.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I want to actually be there,
Yeah.
but because that party lasts forever,
Yeah.
eternity. And just a whole host, very much like this, we really want to honor the makers, cosplayers, makeup artists, just gamers. Our focus is, of course, the celebrities, but really equally the vendors and the attendees. Because honestly, without them, it becomes VendorCon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's not fun.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Phil.
You're welcome, yeah.
And any other announcements or things you'd like to tell our guests before we go?
No, I mean, look for us on www.famousmonsters.com. We're constantly updating news. We've got one more show we're launching, and it has to do with virtual reality. So yeah, we're now marrying virtual reality with entertainment because that's where it's going. And there's a lot of good horror content that's going to be available at the Famous Monsters Bash with VR, so that's really exciting. So you can actually go there and just be creeped out. The problem is you can't get out. It's not like a movie where you can turn off.
That's way too cool. So the future of Famous Monsters is definitely virtual reality.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Phil. It was so awesome meeting you.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of the convention.
Absolutely.
And check out Famous Monsters of Filmland on famousmonstersoffilmland.com.
Absolutely.
Check out the magazine and so much more. And you also have a YouTube channel and everything. So don't forget to check it out. And thank you.
Thank you. Hey.